Hi Cheryl, back again. So we were just going through what we were doing to work out 10% of something. Okay, now the good thing with this is that if you can work out 10% of something, you can usually work out other percentages as well. So you could work out 20% or 30% and things like that. So for example, that worksheet that I gave you, now it does say on the top to use the calculator. But I'm just going to show you how to do it without the calculator, just for the first two questions to work out. So the first one is 60%. You've got to work out what 60% of 500 litres is. Don't worry too much when it comes to the units that they're using. Just think of it as 60% of 500, and then once you've worked out the answer, you can just put the litres at the end. Okay. Now, if we can work out 10%, we can certainly work out 60%. So let's work out 10% first. So we've got our 500. If we divide it by 10, like we have done in the past, our decimal point at the end here, we'll jump back one, okay, to here, which will give us 50. So 10% of 500 is 50, okay, which means, okay, so if I just write that down, so 10% is 50, which means that 20% is just, you add another 50, which will be 100. Okay, 30% will be add another 50, so that will be 150. 40%, you add another 50, so that's going to be 200. 50% is going to be 250, so we're adding another 50 again, and then 60% is going to be add another 50 again, which is going to be 300, and that's our answer, 60%. So 60% of 500 is 300 litres. Okay, great. Now the next question is asking us, it's asking us 90% of 70p. Okay, so we've got 90% of 70 pence. Okay, now we can work out 10%. Let's do that first. So 70 pence, so 70 divided by 10, our decimal point's here, so it's going to go back once to here, and we're just going to be left with 7, so 7p. Okay, don't worry about the p actually. Okay, there, so 7p. Now the thing is, we could do it, if we go back to here, we could do it this way, where we keep on adding our 7 until we get up to 90%, but 90% is only 10% less than 100%, if you see what I mean. So what we can do is we can take 7 pence off our 70p. Okay, so if we did 70 minus 7, so minus our 10%, we'd end up with 90%, which equals 63. So 63p equals 90%. Okay, I'll just go through that again. So we need to work out 90% of 70 pence. Okay, so 90%. So that's only 10% less than 100%. So if we can work out 10% and then take it off, we can then find what 90% is. Okay, so that's what we did. We found out 10%, which was 7 pence, and then we took it off our original one here to get 63. So 63 pence is 90%. Okay, you can press pause there if you like. It's just so you can try and get that into your head. Okay.